As far as our future is concerned, we got challenges up the wazoo. The problem is all of BP's money and all Obama's men may never, ever, ever be able to put the Gulf back together again. It's going to take Mother Nature to potentially fix this problem. And we don't know if she can. So, you know, one of the most appalling happenings after the BP spill was biologists, accredited biologists, saying it'll be back in 6 months, you know? And if that wasn't bought and paid for, I don't know what is. You know, so until we get our reefs fixed, you know, we can possibly fix the oyster situation by buying new reef material. There's some money that's going to come down through the Restore Act. And if they let the people in Louisiana manage that money for Louisiana, it's going to help come back. That's just the oysters. Now, as far as the crabs and the shrimp, we don't know what the productive cycles are going to do. And the fish also, because they go for miles and miles. As they go through their life cycle, they go for miles and miles. So, you know, I can't make a prediction because I don't know. You know, right after the spill, everybody wanted me to say, a lot of the people in business wanted me to say, oh, everything's good, everything's going to be fine, you know. And all the attorneys wanted me to say, oh, no, tell them it's going to be terrible for 50 years, you know. And I wouldn't say it either way. I said, I don't have that crystal ball. God has not installed that in my brain, so I can't figure that out. You know, so only time's going to tell if we have anything left to catch. Now, it doesn't look good in my area for shrimp. And oysters, it doesn't at all. Crabs, it's actually getting worse, production-wise. Now, we had some production, but we had a lot of crabs with all kinds of deformities. It was weird looking. Crabs without legs, crabs without eyes, you know. But once again, as I explained to you earlier, it doesn't necessarily get into the tissue. So it's not unsafe to eat. You know, I've been eating it during the spill, and you know, I eat shrimp a couple of times a week. You know, I can't worry about that little twerk I got, you know. But I mean, no, I'm okay, really. In that respect, I'm not afraid to eat it. You know, because I do respect a lot of biologists who were not on the BP payroll, explaining that scenario to me. But what they're worried about is what they call bioaccumulation. If the oil spill would have stayed and the dispersed oil would have stayed for extended periods of time, even though it might not have killed everything, by the time that crab eats that fish and that fish eats that fish and that crabs and everything eats everything back and forth, because it's toxic. It doesn't just doesn't go away. You know, it hasn't been treated, it hasn't been taken out of the environment. That's what they're primarily concerned about. So I've got people from the university of one of Texas universities comes twice a year and comes to get samples from me. He wants to see what's happening. And that's the only way we're going to tell us, see what the trends are going to do. But it's also the economic impact if we leave. If we're gone, even if they pay you enough money, you know, for what I lost, but then I leave, you know, the industry gets shut down, we got nothing to do, I can't sell this boat. This boat is designed to catch shrimp in this area. Can't go to California, sure can't go to Alaska. You know, one way it would kill this boat, you know. And an oyster boat is designed to catch oysters here. So, you know, what they're giving us is paltry compared to what the extended loss is going to be. People need to understand that, you know. And what I was really concerned about, and I alluded to it earlier, is how the government abandoned us. You know, I just didn't see that coming with all the promises, you know, because this is a foreign company. All right? They came, broke every rule there was, killed people, put more people, made more people sick, put lives and businesses in jeopardy of collapsing. And your government was, my government, well, your government was protecting them. That's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow, you know. And they got a few legislators that are still trying to make them stand up. But, you know, with that much money, we don't know what's going to happen. That bothers me a lot.